friends. Alright, I've been busier than a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. And I've just been going everywhere. Working on my camp sign. Taking painting. Got some more painting to do. I don't know, I'm going to do some burning and poly, and then I got to build a stand for it. But then, you know, waiting on paint to dry. So I did a video a while back where I was making a spoon out of some river birch. So I got my spoon done, and I learned a really cool I was watching another video. I can't think of it. But anyway, when he got done with the spoon, instead of sanding, he just took a nice smooth stone and rubbed it. That smoothed it out really nice. So these, this one isn't done yet. This one's done. This was going to be in my camp coffee scoop. I just got to oil those. And then I jump off, and this is my 72 Gold Bond. So I put a generator in it. I had to do a new pump leather. Put a new check valve in it. Still didn't run. So then Robert told me to pull the valve out of the font. Sure enough, that's where it was. It was filthy. It was all green and corroded. So I got that all cleaned up. She fires right up now. Burns nice. I use it the last couple mornings. I've sat out here on the porch in the morning, have my coffee when it was still kind of dark up under the porch, and fire that up, sit there and drink your coffee and listen to that thing hum. Then the squirrel got me. So I was pulling with some slings. So I tell you a cool story. I think it's a cool story. When I was in the Army, I made a couple different ones. This one will throw a tennis ball. And then I built this one. This is a staff sling. This thing is wicked. This thing will hurl a rock. So, yep, like a squirrel. So when I was in the Army, I was stationed in New Jersey, 39th Combat Engineers. And we went to Fort Irwin, California. We were out there a couple weeks for desert training. Ironically, just a few years before I went to Desert Storm. But I got stuck out in the, off Fort Irwin, out in the desert. They had some concertina wire, and then they had our motor pool. So I got stuck out there a couple days just guarding the motor pool. So I was out there by myself, nothing to do. This is before the internet, before cell phones. So I ended up taking a leather, I found an old leather work glove out there, and I cut a little leather pouch. I don't have that thing anymore, but I cut a pouch. I put some 550 cord on it, gathered up some rocks because I didn't have nothing to do. So I started out slinging out a barrel, and then finally I started hitting the barrel pretty consistent. So then I found a bucket, and I set a bucket out there. Took a little while. I started hitting the bucket, and then I had a number 10 coffee can. I started hitting it. So that's the last I've messed with a sling. I got a regular slingshot. I played with that a bunch of times, but something popped up on Facebook. Some sling Facebook group. So I started following them, and I was checking out all the ones they were making. So yeah, I squirreled off. So there's 2 hand slings. Then I made my staff sling. And there's all kinds of guys on YouTube you can see different ones to make. Dave Canterbury's been doing some weaving ones, which I actually was at Hobby Lobby the other day, and they had macrame cordage on sale, a big roll for like $2. So I bought a couple of those because I'm going to do a braided sling too, I think. But yeah, busy. I didn't film any of this because this pretty much the spoons and stuff was my morning coffee, my quiet time out here drinking my coffee and listening to the birds. So I just grabbed my carving knife and I thought, man, I need to finish that spoon. So it turned out pretty good. I've got one more piece of river birch, and I think I'm gonna try to split it and make a Kuska. So I'll probably video that. Whether it turns out or not, I'll show you. If anybody's interested in this, like I said, there's a ton of videos. I carved a little notch on the end. That comes off when you sling it. The other end is just tied on. Then I did a little wrap. But yeah, it will hurl a rock. Medieval. What I read said that those were in use up into gunpowder, basically. Because you know, you put 100 guys out with that and start slinging rocks, it's gonna do some damage. So, yep, that's what I've been playing with, and I didn't video a bunch. My daughter's here for a couple weeks. Last weekend you saw boys and I camped in the woods and did they made the shrink wrap cabin. That's what they camped in. They thought that was pretty cool. We did some fishing. I didn't video any of that because we were just out there fishing, having fun. What else? That's pretty much it. Slow week video wise. I got some other projects I'm working on. I'm trying to get Turkey Foot Fall Meetup is coming up here. It's not more than a month or so, just a little over a month away. So I got some projects I need to get done before that. I made some, oh, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so the other thing I've been fooling with, hobo reels. Maybe it's an addiction, I don't know. I just keep chucking wood up in the lathe and turning them. So this was my prototype. It turned out great. I love it. It throws super. It casts really nice. I made a little leather sheath thing to put around there just so your line doesn't come off. It's got a cork in the back. I think I showed this on a video. I have a little straw. It's got some sinkers and some different hooks sealed in it in case you lose everything. So I've been fooling with those. I'm hoping turkey foot. I'm hoping to catch some trout with that. This is another one I made. This one casts really well too. So I've got some more of those drawn up. And then I just saw something. This is the first one I made. And I think I made this one like 3 years ago. So, and then I made that. And then I sent Michael Bruner a couple of them. One for him and his wife for when they were out wandering the woods. And then I did a video with this one where I sat on the porch here and I carved it. And then I went to, I drove over to the boat ramp and caught some bluegills with it. I haven't caught any fish with this. I've cast it in the yard here quite a bit. It works really good. I've caught fish with this one, and this is kind of the design I've been going for. Playing with different finishes. This is RIT dye. I didn't care for it. This, believe it or not, this is green acrylic, but instead of a brush, I used a baby wipe and put it on, so it's kind of a green stain. I like the turnout of that. There's another one. This is a red dye, and I haven't strung these or anything. They still need polyed. And these are all made out of those 4x that I got when I built my cabin. I've got a bunch of them. That's what it is. I just bring it up, cut it off in the chop saw. I also got some oak. That one's made out of oak. That turned out pretty nice. But so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Anywhere from spoon carving, hobo reels, slings, and playing with lanterns. That's what I'm working on. I don't know if there's anything else or not. Like I said, I've got another 200A down there I can't get to run. I'm still tinkering with. I'm going to try to get it to run. I'm working on a lantern stand to take to camp, stick in the ground, and it'll hold 2 lanterns. I said out here the other day, and I worked on 5 or 6 of them. Got them all running. Then I started playing with this one. Like I said, Robert said pull that font, the valve out. That's what it was. I think when they set with no fuel in them, you know, temperature, the heat, condensate, the brass was all green and nasty. So I used some carb cleaner and cleaned it all up, and yeah, that thing purrs now. So it'll definitely get to go to turkey foot. Well, I got another 200A red one. That one will go. I got a 228, I think it's an F. 19, I got a 57 and a 50. I'll probably take both those because they've been running great. I've just been coming out in the evening and lighting them and making sure they're going to run okay. So that's all I got for you this week. I'm going away next weekend. I'll get out Fatwood Friday for sure. And then, I don't know if I'll have a video for Monday. We're taking the daughter, we're going up north to a bed and breakfast, taking the dogs. So the house got a big fenced in backyard with a pool so the dogs can play in the water and get away for the weekend. Alright, that's all I got. If anybody's interested, like I said, I didn't film making this for the other slings. This one I'm going to try with Maggie, the dog out here. I'm going to sling her tennis balls so I can throw them farther. This is a different style pouch, but if anybody's, yeah, there's videos on YouTube, but if anybody wants to see one, I'm sure I'll make some more. I'm definitely going to make some more hobo reels. Because I'll be super happy if I can catch a trout down at Turkey Foot on this hand line. So everybody have a great week. I appreciate the watching. Welcome to the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that button. It doesn't cost you anything. I try to keep bringing stuff, you know, doing things for you that people are interested in. But I thought it was kind of funny that I ran across the sling thing, and then I remembered being out in California in the desert, nothing to do, so I made a sling. So takes a little practice. I'll practice a little bit. I might do a video. I'll set some targets up down here and see if I can hit some milk jugs or something with it. But this first time I ever threw one was today, and I like it. It's fun. Okay, I'll quit rambling. Everybody have a great week. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.